Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and welcome to the Shabbat of this morning. You are those ones that comes here and those ones that just come today. We bless the name of the Lord for the grace, for the love, and for the opportunity that has given us for us to see this great and this beautiful day in the land of the living, for us to continue to exalt and magnify His excellent name, His awesome name. So the parasha of this morning is Parshas Va-Yigash. He approached. This morning we are going to see the two Messiah. Messiah ben David, and we are going to see the Messiah ben Joseph. These two Messiah come face to face with one another. And we can see anytime I read this portion of the Torah, I'm always very emotional. But always, I don't know why, I just cry and very like a baby. Because that is very important fact that is there. That God, the Holy One, blessed be He, is trying to tell us to understand. Joseph, the righteous, right? He has tested them. He has put them in a serious test to see, are these men the same men? Did these men, have they repented of their iniquity, of their sins? Or are they the same rigid, sinful men of old that I knew? But behold and lo, they were different men. They were not like the men of 20, 17, 25, 30 years ago. They improved their life. Remember, this is what the Torah always tells us every time. The Torah never asks you to change. The way God created you is beautiful. Everybody is created awesome and great. God never says change. What God is saying, improve. Improve from negativity to positivity. Improve your way of life. Do not condemn yourself that you are no more, that you are dead. That is it, zero, you are in the grave. The Torah says, no, you are not in the grave. Why? Because you still have life, you are still breathing, and things can still be made better. All is in your hand. God will not come down from His throne to come and say, oh, you know what, Anna, I need to force you. No. Oh, God has a condemnation. Oh, you have to do this and that and this. No. He has given you everything that you need. It is your choice. You make a choice. The men are our fathers. They made a choice. And the choice was, you know what? We have to improve our way of life. We've done evil. We've done very, very bad things by selling our brothers. And now the consequence is catching up onto us. Right? As the people of the world will say, they say the karma law. What goes round comes round. Now we can see the evil that we did is now affecting us. If we knew, we shouldn't have sold our brothers, because we can see the effect in our life now. But behold, they don't know that it's actually their brother that is speaking with them. They could not recognize him. They could not know, they don't understand who he is, because they see him playing a plain Egyptian. Right? The clothes of Egyptian on him, the painting, the making up, the crown of gold, the clothes of the Egyptians, they remove all his beard. It's no longer beard like me. It's like shaved like a woman, clean, smooth, and neat. Right? Who is this man speaking before me? I don't know him. Okay, his name in the name that the Pharaoh called him, what they call him, right? And he said, looking at the report of Yehuda, I just want to read it just a little bit. He said, in verse 24, he said, and it was when we went up to your servant, my father. Yehuda is talking to Joseph. We told him my Lord's words. And our father said, go back, buy us some food. We said, we cannot go down. Only if our youngest brother is with us. Then we will go down, for we cannot see the man's face if our youngest brother is not with us. He's explaining to his father, Yaakov. Then your servant, my father, told us, you know that my wife bore me 2 sons. One has left me, and I presume, alas, he has surely been torn to pieces, for I have not seen him since. Right? Verse 29. So should you take this one too from my presence, and disaster befall him, then you will have brought down my holiness in evil to the grave. Yehuda is explaining to Joseph what is going on, the conversation between him and his father. He said, I took a guarantee, I become a guarantor for the life of this man, for the land of this boy, because the one was dead. They didn't know that actually he was standing listening. He's very emotional. Yeah, people, I just want us to behave as if it is us, as if you are Joseph, and you are standing and you are seeing your brothers making those statements. He said, your servant, my father. Remember, my daughter was asking me a question, saying something. Yesterday when we were having a Shabbat, she was saying, did the dream of Joseph came to pass? Of seeing the sun and the moon. Remember, he has a dream that the sun and the moon were bound down to him, to his own star, right? But if we look at it, remember, the mama died, so the moon cannot bow down because the moon is dead. I mean, the mama is dead already in this case. But look at the report of Judah to Joseph. He's calling his father the servant of my Lord. I mean, the father is a servant of Joseph. Your servant, my Lord. I was. This is very, very important for us to understand what the Torah is saying. How can me, okay, I am your papa, and you are calling me that I'm your servant? How can I be your servant? But it is so in those days, because it's not that he is the servant of Joseph, but because of the power, the authority, the crown on the head of Joseph. So everybody is a servant of Joseph because of the crown. He is the ruler of Egypt, the viceroy of Egypt. Without his word, nobody sneezed in Egypt. Without the word of Joseph, nobody goes out. Without the word of Joseph, nobody comes in. Joseph is de facto the ruler of Egypt. Pharaoh is just a figurehead. Right? So we can see the immense power that Joseph accumulates in Egypt. He was so a powerful man. But this is what we are saying. The two Messiah, they came face to face. Right? Joseph was looking at them. Let me see their state of mind. Let me see if they improve in their life. Let's say they say, oh, okay, you know what? Take Benjamin and put him in jail. I escaped. The situation would have been a different situation. I don't know, maybe he will have hanged them one by one. I don't know. Because he will have seen that these men remain the same. They even get worse than the former. But seeing that Yehuda came up and said, I took responsibility. And this is what touched Joseph. He said, you know what? Please, the Lord, please, my Lord, let this one go. Let the boy go to his father. Because if his father did not see him, his father will die. Because the soul of the boy and the soul of the father is one. You can see in the intent that Yaakov was saying, my wife bore me 2 sons. Right? The rest of his wife, Leah, and the other Bina, and the other one, to him, they are nobody. In his mind, in his soul, his wife is Rahel. Because that is the person he loved. The other one, I just I call them spare tires. You know, I just spare tires. The love of his life is what was Rahel. To him, that is it. Nobody else. And he loved them, he loved her and the children so much. Right? And we can see from the statement, I will remain a servant to my Lord. I will be in his place. And who did that to us? Yeshua HaMashiach. Let them go. I will take responsibility. Remember, he said, because we need to understand in the beginning, as the Torah said, in the beginning, that God created, in the beginning of God created the heavens and the earth. The spiritual universe was created, and the physical universe came into existence by his hand. Because we can see what our Savior said. And that from the big energy, God created a smaller energy that became the matter that create the entire physical universe. And he is saying, yes, I am taking full responsibility, oh God, for everything that is created in the physical world. I take the responsibility. The Lord, please spare them. Forgive them. Forgive their iniquity. Forgive their sins. Forgive their transgressions. I will take responsibility. Let them go. Take me. I'm here. Just like the same way Moshe Rabbeinu said. He said, God, no. You are not going to do the business like that. You kill them alive. You take me. Kill me. Let the Israelites go. Because what would the people say? People will say you brought them out of where? Out of Egypt. But you cannot able to deliver them into the land. You deceive them. You lie to them. But remember, God will never lie. Be far away from the Holy One. Blessed be He to lie. God will never lie. He said, okay. He said, well, I'm not going to do it like that. This is what we're going to do. The one that sinned, because the consequence, I'm not going to kill you. The same thing here. Yehuda was taking responsibility for the life of Benjamin. He said, anything that the lad has done, even though the boy did not steal the cup, right? It was implanted in what? In his bag. He didn't do it. He didn't say, I let me go take the cup of Joseph and put it in my bag. I run away. No, it was Joseph did it especially, right? He said, please, I will take that fault is mine. Let him go to his father. Let him rest. And this was what actually caused Joseph to cry, because I see that my brothers have become a new human being. My brothers are new beings. They are new people. They are no longer the brothers I know before. They are no longer those men that sold me in slavery. They have tremendously, they have improved their way of life. They see everybody as one. No more jealousy among us. No more what? No more jealousy. Even Reuben said to Yaakov, if I didn't bring him back, kill my sons. Right? But the problem now is this. I am the grandfather. If you didn't bring him back, will I go and kill my grandsons? It doesn't make, why should I kill my own grandsons? I won't kill my own grandsons. But the statement of Judah was one that made very, very powerful effect. Why? Because Judah now understood the pain of his father. Remember, Judah is only one among the brothers that lost children, that lost sons. He understood now, yeah, I am now in the shoes of my father. I understand why my father Yaakov is talking about this. I see that, wow, I can feel the pain, the same pain I caused my father, I can feel the same pain now. Remember, it was Judah that told them, let us, instead of us killing him, let's sell him and make money. Right? So you can never, when people come and tell you, oh, you know what, for example, they come, oh, I understand the slavery, for example. I understand slavery. A European coming and telling me that I understand slavery. I look at him, I say, I don't know, should I give a dirty slap? Or I don't know what to do. Because he can never understand what slavery is. Or what? Because he was never enslaved. You can only understand slavery if you are enslaved yourself. That's what you can understand. Or, for example, the man will come, say, oh, I pity my wife. Oh, my wife is in pain. I don't understand. You can never understand that the woman is giving birth. Because you have no idea the pain that the woman is passing through. A man gets headache. It's like if the whole world should collapse. Because our body can never take pain, the body of the man. No. Just headache. How about a woman that is giving birth? You see, I understand. I said, you know, when my wife was giving birth, I said, I better keep my mouth shut. Because if I speak, she might give me a dirty slap. So I keep my mouth shut. Because you can never understand that moment when that woman is producing a new life. It's not easy. So don't come and tell me that you understand. You don't understand. It is when you are in that situation that you can say, yeah, I understand. Then I can say, okay, yes, you understand. Right? So Yehuda understood what his father Yaakov Avenu has passed through, because he is now living in the same circumstances too. Right? I will take responsibility. I will be the slave. Let the boy go and meet his father, because I don't want my father to die. Because if my father died, I would have sinned for eternity. Can you imagine that? It's not that the sin that can never be forgiven. That's what he's saying. Eternity. And not only him, together with his own what? Descendant. It's a curse upon him and his entire descendant after him. So I would have done evil to bring my father's holiness to the grave in him. And I don't want this, because I'm a guarantor for this man. And the same thing, Yeshua is a guarantor to our life. He said, I'm standing guarantor, O creator of the ends of the multiverse. Leave them alone. Take me. Because I love them. I made them. I understand them. Because I came and I look at their life. It is easy to be an angel, no? To sit down and command. But when I went down there to see their life is tough, man. Their life is really, their life is very, very amazing. It's funny and at the same time very tough. Because I can understand all what they're passing through. They have headache. Eh? Do you know? But angel doesn't have headache because he doesn't understand what is headache. They have all kinds of diseases. Oh yeah? The angel doesn't have disease. Because they are not created mortal. They don't have, they are not matters. Right? So they can explain to God one by one, because I live their life. I understand them very well. Forgive them. Have mercy on them. Be compassionate and be gracious unto them. Me, you take me. Then leave them alone. I will know how to fix them when the time comes. Right? So we can see this standing firm of Yehuda, standing firm to do or to protect Benjamin. And this make him Joseph, the righteous, to be very, very emotional. Say, wow, these are different men, not the one that I know. All right, just quickly. That is just a summary of all the parts of this morning. Now, the subtitle. I subtitled the part of this morning is this: Renewal and the Founding of Inner Peace. The renewal and the founding of inner peace. We have to renew. We have to be renewed every day. We have to have peace. Search within ourselves, within our soul, inner peace. Remember, I asked you a question: what do you have? It's come the question now. What do you have? What talent do you have? What is it that God has given you that you can use, that you can ask God, I want you to multiply this for me. The woman has, as I said, a little oil. And the prophet said, that is enough. Go in, close the door, and borrow all kinds of jars. Begin to fill it. Right? When the jar is filled, take it, sell it, make wealth, and you can do what? Pay your debtors, right? Those people that you owe debt, pay all of them. Your creditor, you pay them all. Then the rest, you can live a good life with it. Remember also, there's another one with Eliyahu, the prophet. It's the same. He said, he told the woman, go in and make mine first. You must say, I don't have anything. The only thing I have is a flower. It's also a little flower. You must say, okay, the prophet said, don't worry. go make mine first. When you make mine, the rest is for you. The same miracle, the same miracle. No different. And the woman went, he said, man, this man, if this man is a wicked man, he wants to eat, and me and my baby as a woman, it doesn't even respect women. Can you imagine? You need to respect woman. The woman, as in our world, we say women first. In the 21st century, you need to respect the woman. I'm not saying don't respect women. Don't get me wrong. We have to respect them because they are mothers. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying that the way that we've taken it so far, we've taken it to some extremism, right? Extreme end. The prophet did not say, oh, the woman has a little boy. Let the boy eat first. The prophet said, okay, let the woman eat first. He said, go make my first. Then the rest is for you. And the woman obeyed. He didn't say, this man is a wicked man. This man want to eat and get his belly food and we die. No. That won't work. He obeyed. He went and do it. The prophet went first. The prophet ate. And he said, this is what the Lord God said. Your flour and your oil will never end. Until the day God send what? Send rain upon the earth. And the woman, the flour and the oil never end. Until the day the rain came. So this is what I'm saying. It is all it's not a blind faith. I'm not talking about blind faith or blind religion. I'm talking about real faith. Tangible things that you can see, that you can touch, that you can feel, that you can understand. What do you have? Give it to God and He will multiply for you. That is the point. Your talent, God can multiply them for you one by one. You can use this talent to do what? To do what is positive. For what? For humanity. For us, for everybody. Why are you hiding this talent in your bag? And you say, you know what? There's just only one. I need, before I can use them, I need like 10 talents. God give me 10 one. Then I can use it. But this one, it's too tiny, just one. I don't want, no. And then when you grow old and you die, God will ask you, what did you do with the talent? What is it? What did you multiply it? Did you use this talent for the benefit of humankind? Because every gift that the Lord God has given us is to benefit ourselves, your neighbor, the humanity. That's why God has given you that talent in the first place. It's not for you to take it and put it in your pocket and say, I will not multiply it. You have to multiply it. You have to work with it. You have to increase it more and more and more and use it positively, not negatively. Remember, every talent has its own negative side. But the Holy One, blessed be He, is telling us we have to use it in a positive way. Finding renewal and finding inner peace. It is only when you use your talent that God has given you that you can have inner peace. If you don't use it, you will never have peace. Right? Joseph, the righteous, used the talent that God has given him. He was a good manager. Don't forget that. And Joseph has a talent of interpreting dreams. That talent brings him before king. Can you imagine that? That talent makes him the ruler of Egypt. Just the talent of interpreting dreams. What is your talent? Joseph didn't take it and put it in his pocket. I was telling us last week, do you know how many dreams Joseph, the righteous, has interpreted in Egypt? Maybe thousands of them before this one came. And this one was the one that lifted him up and brought him before the king. So we need to understand. We, each and every one of us, has God-given talent that we can multiply, that we can use for the benefit of human beings. Joseph used his own for the benefit of Egypt. And the Torah said that the Pharaoh becomes before the dreams, right? Everybody has land in Egypt. The king has his own land. And every individual has their own. But when the beginning of the dry time, or the beginning of the famine, the Torah makes it simple. He said, and Pharaoh became the owner of the land in Egypt. Everybody sold their land for food in Egypt. Joseph made Pharaoh super rich. Right? Everybody bring their gold, because if you can have gold, are you going to eat your gold? Is gold food? You can't eat your gold. You need that gold, you need food in your belly. They take their gold, they take their silver, they take everything and sell it to buy food. And just as okay, we give you land, don't worry, we give you land because the whole land has now become the land of Pharaoh. We give you land, we give you seed, you plant. Then you take small and the rest is for the king. You see how smart is this man Joseph? A simple talent of interpreting dreams. Give all these things. What's our talent? We can find it. We can actually multiply it, increase it. And that talent is not only for the spirituality, there is a physical part of it. Remember, everything that is spiritual has a physical part of it. So you can live a better life with that talent that you can't even imagine. Joseph didn't say, my job is to interpret dream. What does dreaming interpreting? What does it bring? I'm not a PhD. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a politician. I'm not any other work, any kind of work. I just interpret dreams. That is nonsense. Okay, what does dream interpreting? How am I going to eat with interpreting dream? Does it make sense? No. But Joseph interpret dreams, and interpreting dream, bringing food, bringing bread, and put bread on the table, and making what? The viceroy of Egypt. So you don't put your talent and put them back, because if you do, you will never have inner peace. But it is when you use your talent that you can actually find the inner peace, and that will renew you every time. Okay, finally, just to say this, we understand that the Torah gives us the understanding that the people that came to what? That came to Egypt from the descendants of Yaakov Avenu were 70. Right? But if we can't eat, it's not a 70. It's not 70. So the issue now is, what is the Torah saying? What is the Torah telling us about the number 70? All the people of Yaakov's household who came to Egypt, 70. Genesis chapter 46 verse 27. Right, in the parasha that we talk about, Va-Yigash, Yaakov is said to bring 70 souls into Egypt, into Mitzraim. Right? But all other writers like Rashi, Plaut, Hertz, they said it's not correct. It's not 70. It's not exactly number 70. But what is the Torah telling us about the number 70 exactly? We can be reasonably sure that 70 carries primarily a symbolic message. So, what then is that message in our tradition? What is the message that the number 70, what is the message? Remember, everything is gematria. What is the Torah talking to us about the number 70? Number one, we know that the Torah has 70 faces, right? We understand that they call it in Hebrew Panim, meaning the faces of the Torah in 70, different 70s. And we also know that we have 70 original nations that came from Noah, right? And we also know, the third one, we also know that there are 70 languages that emerged from Noah too, because of these 70 nations, right? And we also know that we have the 70 elders that Moshe Rabbeinu elected, right? On Mount Sinai. And we also understand that we have 70 Sanhedrin, the leaders of the congregation. And then, finally, we also understood that Yeshua also sent 70 people to the nations to go and preach. So why is all these things? What is this number 70 anyway? 70 is the completeness of nature. The completeness of the natural order. That is what it means by the number 70. God created the heavens and the earth in 7 days. Right? And he completed all his job. Everything is done. But when you multiply this number by 10, by the number 10 meaning complete, it's done. Because after 10, you need to have, for you to get 11, you add another 1. For you to get 12, you add 2. For you to get 13, you add 3. You just repeat again, just repeat yourself. But the wholeness, the completeness of everything is 10. So when you multiply this number 7 with 10, you have 70. It's telling us the completeness, the whole process of natural order is complete. How the Torah is telling us that the process to create a nation is set. It's good. Now, because Israel went down to Egypt, and in Egypt they became a nation. The process to create Israel as a country, as a nation, is complete. Now, I can now increase them. I just multiply them. I just increase them. Everything is set. Because all the problem has been solved. The hatred has been removed. The jealousy that the jealous Joseph is gone. It's said, everything is said to be one, not to be divided, to be one. Everything is complete, everything is good, because Joseph was a righteous man. He saw everything from a different perspective, right? He said, "Don't worry. Oh, the brother when he came and showed himself, I am Joseph." They were like, they should shit in their pants. What are you talking about? You are what? Are you? Tell me again. Are you not listening? I am Joseph. What? What? They can't understand. So you've been playing us trick all this time that we don't even know. We. I am Joseph. Can you see? The viceroy. My daughter was giving me this interpretation yesterday. I was so happy. Right? The viceroy. Remember, in those days, these are nomad. They stink. Their dress is not good. They follow animals. They are shepherds. Shepherds stink. Right? They stay far away. And the king, the viceroy is on his throne, no? But imagine this, what happened? Joseph tell everybody, get out from me. Right? And Joseph told them, draw me, come me. The Holy One, blessed be He, Yeshua HaMashiach, say, come me. Even though we stink with our sin stink in the nose of God. God doesn't like sin. He stink. It's a stinking, I don't want to say it. But still yet, he doesn't care. Come, draw me. I am here to accept you. The hand of the Holy One, blessed be He, is wide. Come. He's a father. Can you imagine that? Joseph was acting like a father. I was younger than them, Younger than them. Come here. Come. Oh, they were thinking, okay, now the sentence is coming. They are going to execute us. Hey, God, please, God. In their mind, execution, they think, okay, execution is coming. But the sin makes us run away. Sin will always make us run away. Because we are guilty. Right? But say no. They don't know what is in his mind. Come. Okay. They came here. I am Joseph. I am one of you. I see. He descended also from his throne. You know the throne of Yeshua HaMashiach? High throne. But he didn't just sit down there and say, hey. But he descended to the wall. He descended down here. Come to me. He descended. Come to me. Come to me. Can you see the privilege that we have as sons and daughters of the living God? Come to me. Come. I am one of you. I am Joseph. So if Yeshua says, come, I forgive you all your iniquity. You collapse because you know your iniquity. If you say, I've forgiven you because I know all the bad things I have done in my life, then one day Yeshua just say, you know what? Everything is done. I remove them. Wow! All the heavy load is gone. Whew, I'm free. The Torah is life to those that take hold of it. We just have to see it from the perspective that the Holy One, blessed be He, is telling us. It is true. There is no magic here. No, it's not magic. It's understanding for us to know that everything is possible. We just have to have the right attitude and the right perspective. The Torah is saying Joseph's perspective was different from his brothers, and then it was complete. Now they can grow together as one in nature, and they can develop as one people. Because if there is those divisiveness among them, they will never grow as a nation, because they are divided. But it is complete now. Now, the job is just to multiply and grow. Why the Egyptians said, "Don't bomb baby because we are civilized." No, no. I have PhD, I have master degree in this and that and that and that. You know, I need to build my career. You know, the women now, they say, I need to build my career. My career is more important for me than the family. And our statistic is telling us in our country that the average family in Quebec is having 1.5 child. What a life! But there are other people that multiply and grow. The same mentality of the Egyptian, nothing new under the sun. That is what the Egyptians were telling the Hebrew. Look at these people, they are shepherds, nomad. They are not educated. They just produce like chicken or like rat. I'm sorry. They produce like rat. Produce. But we, no. We are civilized. We have education. We are great people. Just one child is enough. One child is enough. But when they multiply and took control of the entire land, their eyes open. But it's too late. The same thing. You come and say, okay, some people are coming from the Middle East, right? These people that come from the Middle East, they produce. And you, who say that you are European that came from France, you refuse to produce. And when the time comes, they take control of the entire land, then you shout. It's too late. It's too late. God has said reproduce. It's not stupid. That's the reason he said reproduce. So, my people, a renewal. Yaakov Avinu saw Joseph, and the Torah said, and his spirit was renewed. They never believed it. When they came and told him, this is what your son, Joseph said. What? What son? I thought he was dead. No. He knew so that he wasn't dead. Or he didn't die. It's what your son, Joseph, said. Come unto me in Egypt, for I will sustain you in Egypt. Don't worry. Don't bother yourself. Don't kill yourself. Don't condemn yourself. Joseph told his brothers, for this reason, God has sent me before you to provide you with life. Right? It is not for us. Yeshua HaMashiach is telling us again, do not condemn yourself. Why you condemn? I made you a human being. I know the reason why I make you a human being. I didn't make you an angel. And there's a reason I didn't make you an angel. I know that a human being are going to sin. I understood that before you were created. I know that. I know that myself. But there's a reason I created you. To show to those ones who are supernatural, they call themselves supernatural, for the angels, that a man can grow up. Because they thought he can never grow. That's their mind. That's the mind of the angels. Man can grow. Man can improve. Man can be positive. Because what the angels saw was only negative in man. And Yeshua said, no, there is positive in man. A man can grow. He can become a being. He can become an intelligent being. And so it was. And so it is. So Yeshua didn't condemn us. He's not condemning us. He's asking us to come. Come. I will embrace you with all my arms open. Because I am one like you. Because he understood you, he understood me. You know what we pass through, so what we are passing through. So my brothers and my sisters, my people, let us rise and follow the Torah. Torah is life to those that take hold of it. Shabbat shalom.